right, guys, we are all packed up. We didn't think to film tearing down this morning.
It was 26 degrees.
We were just worried about getting in the car and heat it up. It has already warmed up to 46 degrees though, so as soon as the sun comes out here, it warms up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
We had
Talked about last night and the temperature.
So we had at least.
Hold on, wait for it. It's Black Betty doing her job.
We had at least 20-mile-per-hour winds. I'd say where we were was probably even
40.
at a much higher.
We had 40-mile-per-hour gusts, and really impressed with the 23-0 tent. We put the winter liner in. We were just in there with our sleeping bags and fleece blankets, and we were toasty.
We didn't have a heater or anything. In our ground tent, we had to have a heater. We had to tarp the tent.
We had to have mattresses underneath us for separation. So that's really good news for us being off-grid. Is as of now, 27 degrees is our number that we're aware of.
That we know we can get down to.
We can get down to 27 with just the winter liner.
And
no electric heater, so that's a huge deal for us.
That's super impressive to me. I honestly, when Jeremy kept telling me the temperature was like, because originally it was going to stay just above 30, and I thought, okay, well, that should be okay. We've got fleece blankets. We're all pretty close to each other. We'll be okay. We've got the winter liner. 30 degrees, that's doable. And Jeremy kept saying it's getting colder. It's saying it's going to get colder. So. And it may have even been colder up on the ridge where we were, because the temperature we were going off of, which is the town that's down here. So it was comfortable though.
Yeah, we weren't uncomfortable at all. It was actually nice and toasty.
Even when we got up and got out of our sleeping bags, we looked at each other and we said, we can get dressed. It's not cold. This isn't bad. So super impressed. Ready to head further east. See where we end up today.
Hopefully we'll get into Utah.
Yeah, that's our goal.
Our goal is to get inside the border of Utah.
Let you know what happens. Talk to you soon.
We got our windows down, driving down the 405, sing along to the radio. We're gonna make it someday. Nothing's gonna get in our way. We will be the biggest band in town. Round and round the world we'll go, putting on the greatest show. So make sure that you don't miss out, just be there. We're taking our shot, bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day this morning. Out taking a walk. Boys and Kelly are still sleeping. We don't actually have to be out of here until noon. We thought about getting a spot in the campground last night. Spots are right next to each other, jam-packed, not too close to the lake. You do have electric, you do have water though, if that's what you need. But they do have potable water by their dump station. It's not at their dump station, so you don't have to worry about the cross-contamination stuff. But if you can fill up your water and you have batteries and or solar or a generator even, why would you stay in the campground when you can stay right on the edge of the lake, on the water? So we filled up our water, came out on the beach, put our panels out, and charged up the batteries. It was 31 last night. Once again, we just had the winter liner, no electric heater. And we were toasty, nice and warm. I do think that if it gets colder, because we have the annex from 23-0 for our 87 walkabout, we could put a little table down there, put a heater down there, probably only on low. Heat rises, you know. Science. but that should work for us. We're gonna pack up the rooftop tent. It's gonna take us not a lot of time. That's a big part of why we moved to the rooftop tent. We're gonna pack up. We're gonna do some 4-wheel drive trails. We don't have a plan on what to do yet. So we'll see what happens. Come along on the adventure and we'll see what happens. Here's our spot for the night. Got most of the lake to ourselves. The water is very cold, but I turned the Forerunner to put the back side of the tent against the wind. That way we can still have our windows open. So yeah, sounds like the boys are awake. We're gonna get moving, do some fun 4-wheel drive. We'll catch you guys in a little bit.
Good morning, everybody. We are packed up. We're here at Yuba State Park in Utah. It is a beautiful mountain surrounded lake. And we really like it here. We had a good night. You know us, we don't really love sand, but minus the sand, it's been a great park. If you decide to camp on the beach, which is what we did, there's a lot of burrs.
And they're ferocious.
Yeah, they're pretty serious. They'll stick into you. But yeah,
We still have the highway tires that came on Black Betty from the dealer. She was certified pre-owned, so they had to put brand new Michelins on her. So we're waiting for those to run out completely. As soon as those run out, we'll be doing all terrains or mud terrains. And so for some of the climbs here, especially with the trailer, they're not the right tire. Well, yes, I could hit the hill with quite a bit more speed and make it no problem. What's the point? It's our daily driver. We do this full time, so once we have the right gear, we'll go do the right stuff.
So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can check out some of the 4-wheel drive trails here. Most of them look pretty easy, so I don't think we're gonna have a problem even with our highway tires. But yeah, we're just gonna see what we can get into.
Here we are, guys, headed to Capitol Reef National Park. It's beautiful out here.